Yes, your eyes are not deceiving you. I am recording this wrapped in a blanket. Like an old woman, like a granny. It feels lovely, and it's not because it's particularly cold today. It's actually a lovely spring day here in Yorkshire, but I wanted to talk to you about the power of wrapping yourself up in a blanket. And I want to credit my lovely neighbour Jane, who calls blankets tuk-tuks. And she bought me a tuk-tuk blanket of my own for Christmas. Not this one, actually, because Bella's nicked my tuk-tuk. She's in the other room with it. But Jane bought me a tuk-tuk. And she calls it a tuk-tuk because when I go over there for a drink of an evening, especially in winter time and the flowers blazing, she often gets me a blanket and tucks me in. She goes, "Do you want a tuk-tuk?" And then she puts a blanket on me and tucks it around me. And it's just honestly the most lovely feeling. She does it to her kids, and then she obviously decides that I look like I need a tuk-tuk, and I normally do on a Friday. So she puts me under a tuk-tuk and she tucks me in, and then we put the world to rights. And I just thought it was a really important thing to come and share, because we all need a tuk-tuk once in a while. We all need that feeling of just being wrapped up in a blanket of warmth. And if you've got somebody who can do it for you, then ask them, share with them your need to sometimes be put inside a tuk-tuk and taken care of. Or if you haven't, gift it to yourself. You know, I mean, maybe that's the most important actual act of self-care. We don't need to wait for somebody else to do it for us. We can go, it's a tuk-tuk day, I'm going to get on the sofa or in your favourite chair and curl up, wrap your blanket around you, envelop yourself in the warmth, and just let your mind drift away, or watch a film, or listen to some music, or have a book, have a nice hot drink. And this stuff really matters, for your nervous system, for your senses, for your sense of safety. It really, really matters. We live in a world where we are bombarded all the time with noise, sensory overload, screens and bleeps and pings. And I often say to Richard, like, why is there always things beeping in this house? If it's not the washing machine, it's the dishwasher, the doorbell's going, the phones are going, the kids are playing music. I'm like, I just want to be under my tuk-tuk. I just want my tuk-tuk, TikTok, ticky-tocky. Maybe I should be on TikTok in my blanket. No, I don't think so. So, you probably do this. Maybe you do, and let me know, when do you do it? And is there a rhythm to when you go under your tuk-tuk? If you don't do it, does it appeal to you? Or do you think I'm talking absolute jibber-jabber? I mean, to be honest, if you do think that, we probably can't be friends, because my need to hibernate is strong. Like it always has been. Sometimes I feel like I hibernate through the entire winter. I actually really like winter for that. I love log fires. I love low lighting. I love that thought of, you close the curtains at night. I'm smiling because Richard always talks about his nan who used to start closing the curtains at about 4 o'clock and close the world out and just create that sanctuary, that cocoon of safety for yourself. I know that safety is really important to me, without going off down a very deep conversation, about having been through a lot of adversity, having been through sudden bereavements and shocks. My nervous system needs safety a lot. I use the mantra, I am safe, a lot. I try really hard to provide a sense of safety for my children and for my friends. I have lots of tools and techniques in my toolbox. I notice, I'm very attuned to when my system starts to feel unsafe, and I know for me that's often through anxiety. If I can feel anxiety coming in different parts of my body, I'm like, okay, where do I feel unsafe right now? And of course that can be triggered in any number of different ways, unfortunately, in this modern world, and especially as a woman. We don't even feel safe walking down the street a lot of the time, particularly at night. We often don't feel safe in our workplaces. We might not feel safe in our relationships or in our friendships. So this is a huge topic. And that's why I wanted to just bring my blanket and just bring it back to one basic tool that you could use to help you feel more safe and let your nervous system calm, let everything reset. It is incredibly powerful and healing. And then when you're ready, You can just throw off your blanket and you can go and face the world again. Oh God, I'm quite cold actually. I obviously need some more tuk-tuk time. It's making me laugh because this blanket that I've chosen, that I've just picked up off the sofa, it's actually a Stray Kids K-pop blanket. It's Bang Chan, which is another of Ruby's very favourite men, shall we say, in the world. So Bang Chan's currently keeping me warm. So tell me, do you have a tuk-tuk? Do you want a tuk-tuk? Do you love the idea of a tuk-tuk? And I shall be back tomorrow. Bye for now.